your home for the NFL, which is brought to you by Hyenas Comedy Nightclub, which is located at Windrock Town Center. A lot of different comedians coming through. You got to go check them out. And then you can visit hyenascomedynightclub.com/Albuquerque for more information. We about to jump into this right about now. I got my guy Clayton Shields on the phone right now. What's up, C?
Hey, Kenny. How's it going today?
Oh, man, there we go. I got my man C. Not only is he on the audio right now, you guys, he's on StreamYard right now, where you can check out this episode right after this show. You can go to YouTube and search Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. You can go to all the podcast platforms as well and search Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. And this episode in the next week or two will be on our social media. Mine is Kenny Thomas NBA, and I will be tagging my boy Clayton Shields on it as well. Man, hey, what's going on in Dallas, bro? What's up?
Oh, man, a little cool today. Probably be hot this weekend. You know how it goes, Texas weather. But everything's good, brother.
Yo, this New Mexico weather's been off the chain. I think it's almost 60 right now, which is that peak moment during the day. But, yeah, it's been nice. It's been, you already know how the weather is here, too. You know what I mean?
I do. I actually enjoy that weather there, so.
Yeah. Bro, go ahead. What you got? I thought you was about to say something.
I was just saying, man, I'm really digging this, man. I'm starting to like, being on the show more and more often. I think this is something that's becoming a joy for me, and I really appreciate you having me on, Kenny.
Man, you kidding me?
A lot of fun.
Family is family, bro. This is why I've been trying to get the boys on here, and obviously, I'm not surprised you're the first one to take the leap. But man, there's so much going on. We go jump a little bit all over the place, but this segment right now, did you catch that the Pro Bowl game last night at all?
Oh,
no,
I did not catch the Pro Bowl game. I did see the highlights there at the end.
Terrible.
Can we call that a game?
Terrible.
The Pro Bowl is not what it used to be, so I don't, break my neck trying to figure out a way to watch it.
So we had so we had our Dallas Cowboys, George Pickens, that was offensive MVP. You had Antonio Winfield Jr., who was the defensive MVP. I checked it out a little bit, bro. I really wasn't into it. I've been earlier in the week. I had Ed Nunez on, and we were talking about when it comes down to it, is it MLB All-Star Weekend? You got the Derby, and it seems like those guys are the ones that are actually playing, trying to win. And then you got the NBA. Now it's changing the landscape, right? Because you got the U.S. against the world, which is going to be interesting coming up here in the week. But then you got this Pro Bowl. I mean, which one of those stick out to you from the standpoint of like that's still competitive and it's still bringing a different dynamic to the table?
All of them are different, I think, but in this day and time, you called it. I mean, baseball is probably the most authentic out of all of those. Football is going to be the least authentic. It's just not anywhere similar to what we grew up watching.
Yeah, right.
Where and you obviously played in the era where the All-Star Weekend was still competitive. You actually had me out there in Houston for All-Star Weekend. And it was just a lot different. Right now, I mean, the term goofy comes to mind. So I'm just not really feeling it. We'll see the NBA versus the world, because you know what? The world's going to be serious. They're going to try to beat the rest of the league. So I don't know. We'll see how they take it.
Yo, just to feed off of that, like everybody's talking about the world has the top 5, top 10, I would say top 5 best players in the NBA right now. Like the people are starting to say the world, the guys that are coming from overseas are taking over the NBA. How you feel about that?
Mm-hmm. Can you name the last 5 NBA MVPs and tell me where they came from?
Overseas.
I guarantee you they weren't. And I don't have a list, but off top of my head, I'm going to say they were non-citizens. Non-U.S. citizens.
Exactly.
That have won the MVP. So I think that answers the question.
Got you. Hey, it is what it is. My mouth opened up. Hey, yo, Clayton, here's a text right here. Somebody said, "Hey, Kenny, how does it feel to be out talented?" That's awesome. Hey, hey, this man brought a whole different element to the table. And yeah, we were different talents and we brought certain things to the table. But my boy he was that dude, man, from the perspective of a leadership and he took on that role, I think, with Royce Only to be those dudes that were the voice of the team, making sure that we were on the right path, man. I don't know what you want to say about that, but that's just the truth.
It was, at that time we were all young men, or growing into young men. And I think for us to accomplish the things that we accomplished, we were hard on each other. Our practice, we hated each other in practice. I always tell people, when I talk to young people, I'm like, look, when we went to practice, we absolutely hated each other during practice.
Yeah.
Hated each other, like Tom and Jerry hate. I mean, it was bad. We would compete to the point, and as you know, we got into verbal, sometimes shoving and physical altercations. And I think that competitive spirit is what made us what we were as a team, because we went out and we were playing against other teams.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, now we're going to hate them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we just turned it on to other teams as much as we could. So
it was crazy.
Yeah, no, it was great.
It was crazy how we used to cuss each other out. We used to push each other. I mean, the way I don't know how these kids are now, right? But it was a whole different dynamic of where we knew where we wanted to go and how we wanted to get there. And we had to go through some real dynamic teams. You got, prime example, you got Tarkanian at Fresno State. We had that. And then you got Rick Majerus at Utah. It's just when we were coming at each other, if we didn't step on the court and come at them, it was a whole different dynamic, because we couldn't do that to each other and I go take it out on another team.
You're exactly right. And you mentioned two teams, and right when you said Tarkanian and Utah, could have been two more polar opposite teams that were both very good. I mean, we played Fresno State. I mean, those guys that team was full of gang members. Right? They would score and throw up gang signs.
You're right, though. It's the truth.
And then, then we come around and play Utah, and those guys were like disciplined robots that never made a mistake.
Yeah.
It was just complete opposites, but we had to compete against teams like that, and we beat them. I mean, we beat those teams, and it thrust us into the national spotlight.
Well, being able to go up against those guys when it was the WAC, right? Like, think about the WAC right now, where it was, and where the Mountain West is right now, because most of the teams that were in the WAC are in the Mountain West, right?
Right.
When you look at the conferences to separate the WAC and the Mountain West, what's the first thing that comes to mind? And it's not a matter of being soft. It's just a matter of where the game is now opposed to where it was.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to use the term soft, but, outwardly people look at the Mountain West as a soft conference. I mean, let's just face it. That's how people outside of the conference look at it.
Yeah.
So the Mountain West, any team in the Mountain West that plays any team that is one of the larger conferences, you're expected to lose. So when New Mexico or any other team in the conference goes out and consistently beats those teams, I think that's the only way to earn respect for the conference. For us, when we played, and I know I just keep reverting back to that, but you think about, you played in the NBA, you played against Andre Miller, you played against, Keith Van Horn, you played against Michael Doliak, and I'm just naming Utah players.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was a big NBA presence from the Mountain West at that time. UNLV had, Keon Clark and Nesby that both went. You had TCU, Lee Nayland. And so there was a lot of guys that could really play basketball and kind of brought a different kind of toughness to the conference when we played. And, and just watching, I think a lot of these teams, I think New Mexico can compete. I really do. I don't know if that's a biased statement, but, watching them play, and just kind of how hard they play,
Yeah.
I know they can compete with anybody in the conference.
Yeah.
I mean, correction, anybody in the country.
See, and I love the way you said that, because I feel like this team has grown, which we'll dive into that after this commercial. And if you want to text, you can call 505-246-0610. If you got a question for Clayton, there's some more text messages going off right now. I appreciate you guys.
Keep bringing them. It's all good.
Yeah, because I want people to know and hear what's going on with some of my teammates, and being able to have this platform to be able to do that is one of the key components. So thank you for hanging out and coming on, Clayton. We're going to take this quick break.
Oh, man, I'm enjoying it.
We're going to take this quick break. I got Clayton Shields, my teammate here at UNM, from when I was here, 95, 99. Yeah. We got some more coming. We go jump into this Lobo action and see what's going on. And thank you guys for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 the Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 the Sports Animal. Your home for the NFL, where you can catch this weekend Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California. It's going to be a good one. We got some kids that are actually from New Mexico playing for Seattle. It's going to be cool. Yeah. Hey,
I was like, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm all bobbing my head like, that's awesome.
Let's get to Robert. Robert, what's going on, bud?
Not too much. Hey, is Clayton still on the line?
Yes, he is. He's on hold because, I have to put him on hold when I take calls, which is cool. But what's up?
Okay.
I can ask him whatever you want.
I was going to ask him a few questions about the success that's been going on in Texas as far as the athletic programs. Ask him what he thinks we need to do to try to follow that path. They've got Texas Tech, Texas A&M, University of Texas, quality programs, and those are to name a few. Maybe you could ask him what we could do to improve our athletic programs and maybe try to move forward.
Gotcha.
He seems like a smart guy. I bet he's got a good answer. Have a good day.
You got any? Okay. We lost Robert. Let's bring back in, dropped Robert. Let's bring back in Clayton. Clayton, you there, bro?
I'm here.
Could you hear that question that Robert just dropped?
I did.
Okay, so what do you think about that, bro?
Well, the big thing here in Texas is financial. I mean, I think with NIL now, a lot of these schools, outside of talent, I mean, I'm in the Dallas area, I'm from the Houston area. I've seen tremendous talent in, football and basketball and baseball all my life. And Texas is just a large state with a lot of talent. And a lot of these players are able to capitalize on the money that these schools are able to pay through NIL deals. And so that keeps it in these big schools and keeps these larger schools competitive. For UNM, I don't know what the financial state is as far as UNM athletics and how their approach to NIL is with UNM, but that would be a factor, I think, in getting some top-notch players because some of these players, I mean, you got to pay them. You got to pay them well.
Oh, yeah, you got to, yeah. Especially when it comes to Texas sports in general. Right now, Clayton, we have the NIL, Kurt Roth, which is the 505 SVF, where you can donate and businesses go to Kurt Roth, who started that when it comes to NIL. Right now, we're in the middle of our legislative session to where our football coach, Coach Eck, is up there. I actually think he's up there today trying to advocate to get some money, right? And obviously, UNM is also right now in the process of trying to figure out from developing the stadium and trying to integrate some amazing different add-ons to actually change the football stadium, which could lead over into some additional stuff that could possibly happen with basketball. And Clayton, what they're about to do around the pit is they're about to bring, to a certain extent, they want to bring like an entertainment district around the pit. And over by the baseball stadium, Clayton, over there on that side, there's a Target coming. There's an In-N-Out coming. And then, the old Motel 6, they knocked that down too as well. So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So last year when the legislative session was on, I think under MoMA Estes, I think when it comes to athletics, there was like $5 million that was given to certain I don't want to say certain universities. I'm pretty sure all the colleges. Obviously, the big ones would be UNM and New Mexico State as far as helping the NIL when it comes to helping these to be able to get talent here. Yeah, just to give you a little background.
Sure. Yeah, and just to kind of elaborate on that, KT, I think when people go to New Mexico, especially as basketball players, and I know the football team is doing well and is going to even do better now with Coach Eck and the success he's had.
Yeah.
I don't think the problem is getting players. Maybe some players that come to New Mexico and really, JT Toppin is an example. He came to New Mexico for 1 year. He really performed well, and then there was no way to hold him. So I think that becomes the bigger issue, because when people go to New Mexico, when you're a basketball player and you go in that pit, it's like, oh no, I'm coming here. Yeah. I'm going to play here. I'm going to play in front of 15, 18,000 fans every night. I'm going to be a part of this community. I'm going to be a part of Lobo basketball, which is obviously a huge tradition in the state of New Mexico. We ain't worried about New Mexico State, but Lobo basketball is a tradition in the state of New Mexico. Yeah. And so, again, top tier talent or getting talent in that ends up being, performing well and being better than maybe even anticipated. Just a matter of trying to keep them here.
Yo, it's amazing what's happening when it comes to Lobo athletics, because the way that the season started off with football, now it's carried over to basketball, and obviously basketball has been the center point of all of it. But this is the first time in a long time. I want to say like the 60s or 80s. I'm not sure. If you're listening, text me. Since both programs, football and basketball, have been on the same page. I want to say 80s, but it's been that long. I can't wait for you to
coaches.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I said first-year coaches. Both of them first-year coaches at UNM. So
unbelievable.
Coming in year one and do what they're doing is just outstanding.
So, I'm like, which direction I want to go with this right now? Because it's like it's so limited amount of time. We start talking, and it's like, oh, okay. Let's get back. People always talk about like the pit, right? And hopefully we get a sold-out team tonight because they're playing Utah State. Mm-hmm. In the pit, and they got San Diego State. All three teams are tied for first place, right? And this is the first game that the Lobos are going to play Utah State. They already played San Diego State. They lost San Diego State. San Diego State still got to come to the pit. We're halfway through conference. Like, Clayton, it's been difficult to a certain extent to get the people to come out, because you got streaming platforms, you got all different other resources. And I've been kind of getting mad, and people have been like, I think people get mad at me because I'm taking it like so hard. But we only know 18,000, right? Obviously, the pit is not that; it's 15. But if there's not 15,000, and the way the Lobos are playing right now, come off San Diego State win, won by 28, just won by 10 in San Jose State. How does that not happen?
And if you're a Lobo fan, you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and you're not going out physically and supporting the Lobos, that's another thing that players see.
Yeah. Yep.
Players don't want to look up and see,
yep.
They have the Nevadas in, the San Diego State, the Utah State's in, and, there's empty seats.
Yep.
That's just something that doesn't sit well, and they're like, oh, we came to New Mexico, because I think that's one of the big recruiting pitches is that, hey, we sell out. We fill this arena.
Yep.
And when that's not done, then the player walks away, and then we get mad at the player.
Yep.
For going and seeking something better. Well, if you never showed up for them, then you really don't have to have anything to say about it.
Yep. Well said, bro. I got a texter right here. 2 questions for me and Mr. Shields. That's funny. Loudest game in the pit you played together, and input on the James Harden trade. I'll let you go first, bro. Game in the pit.
Come on.
Was
Utah,
it? What was it?
Utah's number 2 in the country, or 3, whatever they were.
When we were on CBS?
And we were down. That game on CBS, and we were down, and we came back in that game that Royce hit that three-pointer right there at the end of the game. And then Utah went down, pushed the ball down. I mean, because I remember us, we pressed, we trapped, we got a couple steals. Andre Miller went down. We had a really good surge there and came back, and they actually hit that shot at the end. It was after the buzzer. And that was probably the loudest I've ever heard the pit. It was insane that day.
So Andre Miller flopped, obviously, and he laid out like a starfish, like something had happened to him. Yeah, right? Now, people been bringing up this one, man. Tarkanian, triple overtime when we won the WAC conference tournament. That might have been pretty close.
That was, that game going to triple overtime with Fresno State, who had obviously tremendous talent. I remember they had all these hard-nosed, tough players. I can almost remember all the names. I remember Dominic Young at the point. He was obviously a tremendous guard. But triple overtime fighter, Charles Smith, who I still talk to. He's here in Dallas. I think he got fouled on the three-pointer and made all 3 free throws to get us into that third overtime.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah.
And then we closed it out in that third overtime. Another insane game. That was insane.
Charles.
So I mean that's going to be close. That's going to be 1 and 2. However you remember it, however you put it, those games are going to be 1 and 2 in my eyes.
Yo, you know what I'm gonna try and do? I'm gonna try and get the 3 of us, you, me, and Charles, on this StreamYard thingy, and we could just chop it up. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Where was I gonna go with this? Oh, the James Harden trade, bro. Yeah, I see you got your Rockets hat on. When James Harden wants out, he's out. OKC out. Brooklyn out. Houston out. And he hasn't played Philly. The last couple games, right? And then we talked about Philly too. And then we talked about CP3 being out. There's some going on in that Clippers organization. And how do you feel about the trade with James Harden going to Cleveland? I actually like it because I think Donovan Mitchell needs some help.
That's going to be a two-way street because James Harden can help you win or he can help you lose because we all know he's not the most committed defender.
Got that right.
and if he's not shooting or scoring well, he's going to do what scorers do. He's going to continue to try to shoot and score. So I'm not knocking that, but when you have somebody like Donovan Mitchell and you have the big guy in the I can't remember his name, but
Mobley,
I think
Mobley, and then you got Allen.
Mobley.
Yeah, I don't know both names, bro. It's fine. If they don't know what we're talking about, it's okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if and given his history, he's been traded. Like you said, he gets anything he wants. I want out. I want to go here, and then that's where he ends up going.
Yeah.
And and that's just kind of derived from his performance in Oklahoma City and also in Houston. But he just hadn't been the exact same. Obviously, we all get older, and he's gotten older. But they may get a slight offensive bump because Garland wasn't he was a pretty good player.
Yeah.
And I think that it's either going to be they're going to get a scoring bump. They definitely won't get a defensive bump. But so either he's going to help them or hurt them. Just depends on what he's going to do better when he gets there.
Yeah, Darius Garland. I think he's a great guard. I think he's playing at a very, very high level. I was surprised how they came off him, but it had to make sense because of the money. Clayton, we're going to take this quick break. We'll be right back. I got Clayton Shields with me, and I got the amazing Kalina producing.
That's
I didn't forget about you, homie. Got to keep it real. You're listening to A Filter with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. I've been chopping it up with my man, Clayton Shields, who we're going to bring back in right now. But at the same time, I got Eric Strauss that just walked up in here. He usually comes in at 5. He's in here a couple minutes earlier, my guy. You can catch Eric over on KKOB at 6, talking his politics and all that other crap.
Yeah.
But what's going on, Eric?
Man.
Huh?
Crap's a good definition. I came in early because I wanted to talk to Clayton, man.
He's on, man.
The legend.
Yes, he's on, and we're gonna get you on. Are you coming on StreamYard, bro?
Yeah, I'll come on StreamYard. How you doing,
So Clayton, Eric Strauss is from here. He was out teaching at Albuquerque High. He's a businessman, entrepreneur. He's doing so many different things over on KKOB. He blessed me with this presence to be one of my consistent guests.
Yeah, right.
I'm being serious, man. I'm very grateful because you bring a different element to the show, and you're helping me grow, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Ken. I've actually really enjoyed getting to know you. It's been fun.
I appreciate
honestly.
that, man. Really.
And I sucked you into some of my stuff now.
Hey,
and watch, here's going to be the problem. You're going to figure this out pretty quickly. I am a board of a charity, and I'm going to be sucking you into more stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the least I could do. Charity work is all I do, man. I walk around town, Mr. Charity.
Yep, there you go.
I do it every day.
How you doing, Clayton?
Hey, how's it going, Eric?
I'm all right, man.
So, Eric,
good.
Clayton is a cop in Dallas. Oh, we just been chopping it up.
Look, I want to know.
He's trying to retire, though.
I want to know how you go from the NBA to the streets, to a police officer.
That's a great question.
I told Kenny, this is the first time in my life I would discourage my kids from becoming police officers. Like, it's crazy. In this town, I would never let my kids be a cop in this town.
Dallas is just as bad. Tell him, Clayton.
So,
yeah, this is something I didn't, grow up as a kid. That was my lifelong dreams to be, that was something that was I never expected to be in the cards. I did coach. I coached at Rio Grande as an assistant coach with Garcia, and I did a little bit of coaching. I coached out in Gallup. I coached the ABA team out there, and I thought I would go into coaching, but man, I had a wife and kids. I had a family, and
pay them bills.
I just wasn't able to earn what I needed to earn, and had some conversations with colored people, and that's when I kind of turned my attention to law enforcement. And I said, hey, I need to go and get a career in something with some benefits and pay and be able to take care of my family. So I did what I had to do, and that's what I've been doing for the last over 18 years.
That's good for you, man.
He's been doing it too.
I taught for 29 years, and I just recently retired, so it's been the retirement. Awesome,
just like being a cop.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, there's a lot of similarities, man. There is a lot of crossover. I'm telling you.
So Clayton, here's a text, man. Clayton, you have any 6'9" boys? Oh wow, you have any 6'9" boys who you're looking for at college? Hey, Clayton, as a young man, I remember you hitting a half-court shot against New Mexico State. What do you remember about that shot?
Oh, I remember being a choke artist. We were undefeated at that time, and that was Kenny's freshman year, and we had this, big dreams. Kenny came in. We felt like we could go very, very far, and so playing in that game, and obviously it's always tough to play in Las Cruces, and I just remember, we. Obviously, I got fouled there at the end. Yeah. Kenny made a heck of a play by. Let me back up. I got fouled.
That was
the first one. Uh-huh. This the first one. This the second one. And I just short armed it, and Kenny. They got the rebound. Kenny fouled the guy, which was a heads up play. Fouled the guy. The guy goes down, and I just remember him making that first free throw and putting his finger up to his hand, kind of looking at me, saying, his name was Charles something, but he did that to me.
Karma's undefeated, baby. Karma. Karma's undefeated.
So exactly what it was. Yeah. I mean, I made him. I told myself, and I tell young kids this. I told myself at that time. I said, if he misses, I'm gonna make this shot. Yeah. If he misses, I'm gonna make it. And I said that like 3 times in my head, and he missed it. And me and David Gibson were fighting for rebound. David let me have it. And, and the rest is history. I took 1 or 2 dribbles and sunk that thing up there, and it goes in, and we win the game. And
did you do one of those
to go and find that guy?
Did you go? You didn't find him and go like?
I didn't, because I had guys like KT on top of me. So I couldn't get off the ground.
Way to end the top of the hour, bro. Hey, we'll be right back. I got some more people text me about the Arizona game we played, probably here in the pit, because I got smacked after you left down there. Thank you guys for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. We got the trade deadline going down in a matter of one day.
Wizards.
No, it didn't.
Anthony Davis to Wizards.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
That's legit.
Anthony Davis to Wizards.
So who did the Wizards?
He goes where every NBA career goes to die.
I was just about to say he's done.
He's done.
He's done because they just got Trae Young out of there and sent. No, Trae Young is there. He just came from the Atlanta Hawks, so he's with the Wizards. I don't know, man. It's that's a very interesting situation. It's like AD, man. You were where you were, and I mean you did what you did in New Orleans. Hurt. You go to LA, hurt. You go to Dallas, hurt. You didn't been there a whole year. How do you have all this money, Clayton, and not take care of your body?
And they got Trae Young there.
I did it.
They got Trae Young there.
Yeah. So it's kind of like one of those things. It's like they sent Trae Young there to kind of die too, and he's still hurt.
Dude, at the Wizards.
Yeah, that's bad. What you got on that, C?
Yeah, well, I'm in Dallas. So this is a huge slap in the face to Dallas fans, because one, which they're still recovering from, is Luka being gone, right?
Yeah.
Luka being gone, that trade, I mean, it
worst trade in
destroyed
NBA
the confidence. Yeah, absolutely. And but then you come back and get Cooper Flagg, who's coming on. He's making a name for himself. He's a really good player. I mean, the kid he's a rookie, and he's just getting so much better. I've watched him improve. But AD, like you said, Kenny, he should have. You look at someone like the longevity of LeBron, or even some of the other players that you may not even talk about so much. They take care of their bodies.
Yep.
I saw something where they said AD has played a total of about 30 games.
Wow.
Since being a Maverick, and I think 36 games or something like that. And Luka has had more than 36 games with 30 points. So, I mean, so the trade right there in itself turned out to be a really, really bad decision. And, AD just doesn't seem to, I don't know if his body's just built like that, if he just has fragile bones or something.
Man.
But I watch the guy. I've gone to games, Mavericks games, and I'm almost just counting how many times he hits the floor. And
and every time he does, you're probably cringing.
Well, I'm just like, God, he's on the floor again. I mean, it's just almost like pathetic because and when we played, putting us on the ground wasn't something you took. Like, we didn't want people to get the satisfaction of knocking us down.
What?
Like, right? Like, yeah, you weren't going to just. I wasn't going to just fall or flop or be pushed because I was going to be standing. That was almost like testing your manhood. Somebody put you on the ground. It had to be very intentional and very, it was almost like a battle. Now
they flop all over the floor.
Yeah.
They fall all over the place.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
All over the place. It's not like it's diving for loose balls or something. I mean, it's like going up for a rebound and
hey,
I'm like, come on.
Hey, have you guys seen that one clip where LeBron is on the perimeter and he has the ball and it looks like he got hit in the face and the dude hands never come up?
Yeah, I saw that.
And he just flops.
He's flopping.
And then there's a whistle. There's a whistle. There was actually a whistle
he
on
did
that
not
thing.
get it, did he?
I think so.
Oh, I
Don't
hope they
hold me to that,
challenged
but I think he really did.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
it's
that
so ridiculous.
5 to 7 second delay between somebody getting hit and actually reacting to it is so common these days. I mean, somebody will swipe at the ball and everything will be normal, and then 7 seconds later, the guy will fall back like he got hit with a brick.
Yeah.
And the rest
got ran over by a train, dude.
It took that long to feel it. So
it's become
ridiculous.
My wife doesn't watch a lot of sports, and my wife even says they're like soccer players now. Yeah, they floppy, they lay there on the ground like they're super injured, and then 5 minutes later they're running down the court like nothing's wrong. It's become like soccer. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yo, hey, I totally agree with that. And I'm not trying to say the NBA is soft right now because I don't know, and I'm actually not playing. But I think when I identify soft, it's coming from the standpoint of playing from outside of the box.
Yeah.
They don't want no physicality. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So being out there, it's not the same. You got to keep in mind when Michael Jordan and them played, you can hand check.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
touch.
you could touch.
While the guy's facing you, right?
Yeah.
So then when I got in the NBA, and Clayton was a part of that, from the standpoint of going and trying out for teams and getting that perspective of how it is, you could hip check with your forearm and ride people. Now you can't touch them at all.
See, I think that's really hurt the game, to be honest with you, because when you could hand check, then you could tell which way a guy was going. It helps with your defense. Yeah. I mean, and it makes the game more physical.
Yeah, more points. What do you think about that, C?
Yeah, and that's why when people talk about all this GOAT debate, I'm like, come on, it's not even a debate.
Yeah,
because these guys are allowed to score so much easier now without being hand checked and having zone defenses. Back then, that was an illegal defense.
Yep.
Oh, right? Yeah, the zone too.
Man-to-man, hand check. And people don't understand how hard it is to score or drive past someone when they're riding you and hand checking you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what Michael Jordan and everybody, he has to deal with that his whole career.
Yep.
That is so difficult to do as opposed to, someone breathing on you and being called a foul. Yeah. So the whole, I don't care how many points they score from now moving until the end of time, it's not going to be the same because it's so much easier now to be able to go to the free throw line, get past somebody because defenses just can't do the things that they used to do. When the NBA was frankly tougher, argue with me.
Look at the Pistons beat the hell out of Michael Jordan. They had Jordan rules. Every time you touched the ball, you bleep the bleep out of it. It was personal.
This is where I just heard a story from Dwayne Wade when they were going to that 75th anniversary for the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. And you had Zeke, who is Isaiah Thomas.
Still hates
at the time.
Still hates
him. You got
him.
Michael Jordan in the back, and D. Wade goes, I'm about to go be messy. Yo, what's going on, Zeke? What's up? He's like, and then Zeke is like, he's like, what? And then Dwayne Wade's like, what? You still got a beef with Michael Jordan? Come on, man. It was personal because I'm still cool with Rick Mahorn, who played with Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. Yo, it's still personal, man.
It's personal.
Oh, yeah. They used to try and kill each other, right, Clayton?
Personal.
It's personal. My gosh. And everybody knows. Everybody that watches basketball, even now you can go back and watch some of those clips and some of those videos. I mean, they had the Jordan rules, right?
Yeah.
Anytime he tried to go to the basket, they did things that you go to prison for now. Yeah. If you did it now,
I'm surprised they didn't shank him.
You may get arrested and escorted out of the building. So, but Jordan had to go through that because that's why they were the bad boys. Yeah. Because if you tried to get inside on them, they would take those fouls, and they had a bunch of guys with Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn,
Laimbeer was dirty, dude.
Rodman,
Rodman was dirty. Laimbeer and Rodman. They were so dirty. Rodman was so dirty, Michael Jordan got him to play with him. He's
like, what's so crazy is
I want that on my team.
I am so happy I didn't play against Bill Laimbeer because, man, I would have been, I don't know.
You would have gotten a fist fight with Bill Laimbeer.
I don't know. But, Clayton, here's a text, man. Slow day at work. So I watched the 95-96 UNM versus Arizona. Coach Prime was there watching. Do you remember that game? Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah. It was a little exhibition remember the exhibition with Coach Prime and Michael Irvin, all of them, they played some little exhibition game prior to that.
Oh, okay.
It was some kind of little event, some little game they had before, prior to that. And, so those guys, so they were in attendance. And, I mean, I still believe, because I believe if you beat a team that wins the national championship, that means you could have won a national championship. That's all I'm saying.
They won a national championship that year.
I know.
Yeah.
Remember
98, right?
That coach stopped coming to the pit.
Yeah, Lou Olson.
Because you guys kept Olson stopping because you guys kept upsetting him.
God rest his soul. Yeah. Yo, Clayton.
And they were legit then.
We're gonna take this break. We're gonna come back with Clayton Shields. Clayton, when we come back from break, if you're on the phone line listening right now, I'm gonna take those two calls. Clayton, and then I'll bring you right back after I take those two calls, bro.
Yep.
You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're home for the NFL. Let's get to Henry because he was on hold. I don't want to keep my man Henry waiting. Henry, what's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? Man, I had to call with this all-star group, man. Kenny, you got the great Kalina, you got Kenny Thomas, you got the Ringer, and you got the Aggie killer Clayton Shields. I had to get in on this, man.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. What's going on? What you got for Clayton, man?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm going off on that whole deal with you're talking about the GOAT conversation. You know, I was talking to my brother about it the other day, and he's trying to come at me with, oh, LeBron with a school Jordan. I'm like, bro,
no.
What?
Talk to me when you know what you're talking. First of all, he wouldn't have been facing Jordan. He would have been having to deal with Rodman.
Yes.
You know, another all-world NBA
Yeah.
defensive and rebounding machine. I said, so get out of here, man. So you know what you're talking about.
Hey, how old is your brother? Like about 30 years younger?
Yeah, no.
Your parents started late, bro.
5 years younger. Can you believe that?
Let me ask you a question and be honest with this. Do you think LeBron's body would have held up as well had he taken the abuse of the hand checking and the dirty boys and all of that?
Bad boys.
Heck no. He would have lasted with the Pistons, the Bulls. I mean, who else? I mean, everybody from that era, man. It's like my dad told me when he was younger. I asked him, Dad, how come you're such a good three-point shooter? He's like, because I didn't even dare try to play inside with your own.
That's awesome.
Hey, man, I got my tickets tonight, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I got my taking my son, my grandson.
Good for you.
Probably going to get divorced tomorrow. The wife tried to come at me with school night or some kind of junk. I don't know what she's talking about. I said, I don't care, man. I don't care. This game could have been at 1 a.m. We're still going.
Yeah.
So,
good for you.
Yeah, hey, you got to catch Lobos live right after I go on around 11:30.
Every game, Kenny, every game.
It's gonna be late.
One last thing, man.
What's up?
Shout out to Clayton, man. Tell him what's up, man. A lot of great memories. I mean, that game you guys are talking about, Andre Miller. I was at that game. I was a senior in high school, man. We just won a state championship at Mayfield High School football, and I went to the game. I was here in Albuquerque. Went to the game with some family, and then I was at that game at the Pan Am where he hit that three-quarter shot.
Oh yeah.
I was at that game as well, man, and it was, you know what pisses me off, guys? That was like yesterday. How are they going to call that retro, bro? No way, man. That was our heyday. All right, fellas, I'll let you go. Say hi to
he can hear you, bro.
There.
He can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring him in.
Perfect. What's up, Clayton? And glad to hear you guys, and looking forward to more interviews. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you, bro.
What a great call. That was cool.
Yo, Clay, what's up? Go ahead.
Thing
go ahead, bro.
Because,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to chime in real quick because I know he mentioned his brother.
You can do whatever you want. Hey, take your time, my brother. This is why it's called the K Tizzle. Hey, Kenny Thomas Show. Take your time.
I think I put a post about this a while ago, but how many people you see wearing LeBrons? What's one of the most popular shoes right now that people are wearing? And people will argue with you about how LeBron's a GOAT while wearing a pair of Jordans. That makes no sense.
That's classic.
Funny, dude.
That's awesome.
That's been my point all along.
I got
There's only one GOAT.
I got some J's on right now.
Yeah.
Yo, Clayton, hey, they had retro night. They're calling our 90s retro night.
Yeah.
That's where Henry was getting that from.
Guys are old now. Welcome to the old club.
And then get this. This is the old logo. This is our logo.
Oh, yeah.
And he's looking at it, you guys. And, hey, we about to bring this back, Clayton, because we got our logo coming back. I got something cooking for us, bro. Yeah. Don't worry. I got something cooking for us.
I'm coming to get some gear. Y'all can't see it right now.
Oh,
but,
you're in some gear. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm rocking my New Mexico hoodie, but I'm going to be coming and getting some more gear.
Do you have any of your? Did you keep your
new stuff? I want it all.
Did you keep your old stuff from college or no?
It's somewhere.
I have a lot of it. I do have a lot of my stuff. I have. My wife is very organized, so it is very organized and packed.
You got one of those.
And an airtight bag.
Yeah.
But I know where it is. It's easily accessible, along with all the basketball, NBA stuff Kenny gave. I got his Philadelphia 76ers shorts, jersey, Sacramento stuff, Houston Rockets stuff.
Yeah, I got
all the stuff Kenny used to give me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And whenever I went to Dallas, I hooked up the family with tickets, man. Are you kidding me?
That's cool.
Always. Yo, hey, real quick, here's another texter. Steve from Michigan. Those Pistons teams were my favorite when I was a kid. Loved how they beat up on the true GOAT. Hey, Michael Jordan. Yeah. Appreciate that, Steve. I got another texter here. Kenny, promote your show on Saturday night at 6:30, which is at Mountain Standard Time on Channel 4. Fans can watch it and then go watch the Lobos play Boise State Saturday at 8 in the pit. What she's talking about is that I did a special with my team, and I'm a part of the KOB4 team. We went out to Sandia, and we recorded a special yesterday. Coach Eck was there. Our football coach, Johnny James, was there. We had City Councilor Dan Champagne was there, so it was real cool. We had jerseys on. We had a crowd to where KOB reached out to UNM, and they put out an email, something on Facebook saying, hey, if you want to come, we have fans there. It was pretty cool, man. So that's launching this coming Saturday, the day before Super Bowl, if you guys want to check that out. Yeah, that's cool. What they're talking about, man. It was so much fun because Coach Eck is so down to earth.
Yeah. What a great guy, dude.
He's one of the most down-to-earth coaches that I've seen, all the way down to the athletic directors. It's just a different vibe, Clayton.
Yeah,
and Clayton, cool, you've seen what's been going on over the last 10 years when it comes to this UNM program. Yeah. And it's just a different dynamic and lay of the land right now, Clayton. What you got on that, bud?
Yeah, I mean, all the programs are improvement is always what we need to do. We need to improve. You know, New Mexico, if we want to be relevant in anything, we have to fix everything.
Yeah. So,
you know, new stadium, the way the pit looks, it looks great. But just really because you know, when people talk about New Mexico, it's not one of the most talked about states, right? It's not one of the most talked about places. So you have to really be able to put that in the people's mind. And kind of let people know, hey, New Mexico is here. This is where we are, and this is what we have. And if you come here, you're going to love it. And we want to be sure that we're putting that out there so that we can attract the best talent that we can bring into the state of New Mexico, into Lobo basketball, Lobo football, all the athletics there. So I've seen the improvement over the 10 years. We've had some great coaches. We had some big-name coaches that have come and coached Lobo basketball. And, you know, it was a pit stop for them. You know, career resurrectors. They want to come and build themselves back up so they can go take bigger jobs. You know, and that's just the nature of the beast. But we did attract those guys here. We want to continue to do that with coaches and players.
Yo, what do you think about Jake Hall, Uriah Tenet, and you got Bouillon? Both of them are averaging over 10 points a game, and they're true freshmen. You got Jake Hall that's scoring over 20 points on a consistent basis. Last game he had 27 against San Jose State and a 90 to 80-point win on the road. How do you feel about how Jake is playing? I'm not trying to compare to Royce only, but, man, we in our group text with me, you, and Royce and Ben, we're, like, talking about Jake, and it's coming down to where do you see a little bit of hints of Royce only in him as a freshman?
From his ability to shoot?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I'm talking about shooting, my brother.
I mean, he's a sniper. You know, one of the things I think about when I look at him is, man, if we didn't hire Coach Olin, then that kid's at San Diego, right? So for him to come here as one of Coach Olin's recruits to come to New Mexico and be the surprise that he is as a freshman. I mean, we haven't had a freshman. I mean, J.C. Toppin was probably the last freshman we had that really dominated and did really well as a freshman. I mean, but this kid is putting them up. He's putting numbers up. He's shooting at a high percentage, and he's fearless. And, I mean, he takes some of those shots he takes. I'm like, you know, you kind of get that look like, you know, we call that a little meanness. He's got a little meanness in him, and so you know, he's not afraid to take those shots, and I love that about him. I love that competitive nature about him.
The one game I saw him live, he sucked, and I was like, why does Coach keep leaving this kid in? Because I didn't know the team very well. This is like 3 months ago. Remember what? I forget what game I went to, but I was like, why does he have this kid in the whole time? Yeah. And I'm like, now I get it, right? So I mean,
it's kind of like
the one game I watched.
It's crazy how it works because it's like me getting familiar with radio, right, and talking, and then having guys like you to help, and then now I got Clayton coming on, him getting familiar with it, right? I felt like Jake Hall and those freshmen, the way they came out and started the season, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. There's a lot of one-on-one ball. Now they're starting to move the ball and play together. Yep. And I feel like they're starting to gel even on the defensive side. So
and another thing that always, like, at first I was like, what is this coach doing? And now I'm like, he's a substitution genius, dude. His rotations I think that's one real unheralded part of that coach's game. His rotations are really good, and he keeps people fresh, and he has a way of plugging in the right pieces at the right time, where the game I watched, of course, I was like, what the hell is he doing, right? Yeah. But anyways, I think that's a part of his game that's going a little unheralded.
That's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Clayton, you got one more thing? Hey, you got a prediction? I got the Lobos winning by 5.
Oh, I like
Let me see. The Lobos are
they're favored 1.5. Is it 2.5? I got 1.5 right now. Has it gone up?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, 1.5. Okay, yeah, it was at okay. It's at 1.5.
Over under.
I'm looking at the stats.
Got you.
And I just want to point out the stats on this because to me, it's like, God, can you get much closer at these teams?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna say I have the Lobos winning as well. The last time they played Utah State in the pit, they won by 3. So I'll give you that 5 points for sure. But points, Utah State right at 84, UNM right at 82.
Yeah.
Their defense, they're holding teams to 67.9, 68 points. UNM 68 points.
Yeah.
Field goal percentage 51. Utah State high percentage team. UNM at 46. Rebounds 36.2 for Utah State, 37 for UNM.
Yeah.
Assists 18.1 for Utah State, 15.1 for UNM. Blocks 3.3, Utah State 3 for UNM, and 9.5 steals and 8.1 for UNM. I look at that and I say that is a very, very close matchup when you look at what these teams have been doing this year. And I told Kenny, if anybody knows what holding serve means for I told Kenny, I said, the Lobos have to hold serve. Kenny texted me back. He said, well, what's that mean?
Yeah.
So he obviously watches no tennis.
No. They got to hold serve, though. I know what you're talking about.
No. That ball too small. And if it's not a golf ball, no.
So the Lobos have to do that. And then I think that needle will start to point a little bit for the conference champion.
Gotcha.
And, if Lobos hold serve,
it's going to come down to who makes their shots at the end of the game. Period. The end. Because that's what happened to Texas Tech the other night against Kansas. Kansas made their 2 3-pointers in a row and iced the game. And Tech won. Tech won throughout the whole game. They're ahead by 9-10 points, and comes down to 2 3-pointers. They make their shots. Tech doesn't. Kansas wins. Yeah. That's what the Lobos game's going to look like.
Totally agree. Yeah. Clayton, you got one more segment in you? I want to talk some Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
I do.
Okay, cool. We got 2 more segments. Clayton's going to come back. If he wants to stay for both, he can kick it with both. He can do whatever he wants.
Carte blanche. You got carte blanche.
Carte blanche, right.
I don't have carte blanche.
Yo, if you
got street cred with 3-quarter shot. You make a 3-quarter court shot, you get carte blanche.
And that was before Steph started doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 6 in the Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 6 in the Sports Animal. Your home for the NFL. Is he dancing? Hey, Miss Shields, what's up? What's cracking? How are you? Hey, Clayton, I'm gonna get that content for you, bro. There we go. I can hear you now. Sorry, I'm gonna get that content for you, bro. Miss Shields is in the background. The homie.
Yeah, she wanted to say hi to you.
Oh yeah, that's a given, man.
No, that's your sister girl.
Oh yeah.
How long you been married?
She's from Santa Fe, too.
Oh, from Santa Fe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's from here.
How long you been married?
Yeah. So February 14th will be 22 years.
Woo! Wow. Guess what his number was in college?
22?
22.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
We got to do something special for that.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's like, Strauss, shut up, man.
Yeah. He's like, yo, Eric.
I just had to go through my wife's 50th birthday. You know how much pressure that is?
Ugh.
It is horrible.
He spent a lot of money, Clayton.
Yeah, I had to.
He spent a lot of money.
You should have come, dude. You would have had it.
I had to work on Lobos Live.
It was good.
And then I had to drive home. He's like, Kenny, come kick it. I'm like, I can't have a drink,
really
man.
Good.
No,
It was really
nope.
good.
I work for APD. They right across the street from the station too.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, bro. And then you got you got the big house right there on the other corner.
Stop it. You're not gonna get hammered and drink.
Nope.
None
Can't
of us do that anymore.
Yeah. Yo, Caller,
Uber
I'll
now.
get to you in a second. So Clayton, we got it's been an 11-year matchup with the Patriots and the Seahawks, and we got Sam Darnold and Drake May about to tee it up. Seattle's right now favored 4.5, total 45 points. I got Seattle winning 27-24. I don't know what you guys think about that, but
and they're saying Drake May's shoulder, right?
Yeah.
That there's been a
Shoulder
lot of speculation.
illness,
They won't come out with it. I mean,
see, they setting it up.
Vrabel's doing that Harbaugh thing, and it's going to bite him in the ass.
They setting it up. They're setting it up just in case something happens that they don't like to a certain extent, right? Yep. But Clayton, what you got? Hey, what you got on the Super Bowl, man? You got JSN that's playing some unbelievable football. You got Cooper Kupp, obviously that came from the Rams. He's right back in another Super Bowl opportunity. But you got Kenneth Walker III in the backfield for Seattle that's playing some good football
playing awesome,
when it comes to running downhill like a beast.
They do not need Charbonnet. That just hand the ball. What I've argued all season long is hand the ball off to Walker III. Yep. He's one of those running backs. The more you feed him, the better he gets throughout the game. And them mixing in Charbonnet has killed his game all season long.
Charbonnet's out right now?
He's out.
He's out
for the season.
Yep. Yeah. What you got, C?
It's kind of like they should have done with Marshawn Lynch there against the Patriots last time they played the Super Bowl, right? Hand the ball off. But it didn't happen that way. And the Patriots ended up winning that one. But, yeah, I have Seattle. I have Seattle 24-14. I think that the Seattle defense is gonna be too hard to score on. Cooper Kupp. When you say Cooper Kupp, oh man, Mr. Reliable comes to mind. Yeah. I mean, that guy he did it with the Rams, and he's now doing it with Seattle. He just makes big, huge plays. And the other receiver who's a local kid here, I'm having brain lock. The hyphenated kid, the hyphenated name.
He's here? No.
The guy went to Ohio State. The Ohio State receiver that's at Seattle now.
JSN.
He's from Rockwall.
JSN?
He went to Ohio State?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jackson.
Let's see.
Njigba.
Yes. Njigba. There we go.
Yeah.
Ohio
He's
State.
legit.
Ohio State.
He's the best receiver in the game right now.
It's
between him and
you got
Mr.
Forgotten, right? Sam Darnold, high draft pick, come out of USC, you think he's going to save the Jets. He busts there in the Jets. Then he goes to, San Francisco? Where'd he go next? He went somewhere else.
No, Carolina.
And then
Carolina.
And then he ended up in Minnesota.
I think he went to Carolina.
Sorry, Carolina.
Minnesota?
Yes. He went Carolina. Minnesota should have kept him. Minnesota screwed themselves. And then from Minnesota, he went to Seattle. And Minnesota should have kept him. Why they got rid of him, I have no idea. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, you're right. The guy, obviously, he keeps getting picked up by teams, so they're seeing something. I mean, I think his size and his arm strength is been very good, but he's developed because, early in his career, he just wasn't developed, and he needed time to develop, and he's been a starter in all those places that he's been, and I just think he just didn't develop well but he was still progressing. And now he gets to Seattle, and it's kind of like all that development, all that coaching and everything gets put together. Yeah. And he's having a phenomenal season at that position.
See, you guys, Drake May's been sacked 5 times in each playoff win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they shouldn't have. Look, let's be honest. They shouldn't have beat Denver. Let's just be honest, straight up.
Got a point.
Honestly, if that quarterback is what was his Stingler, the backup quarterback comes
in.
If Stenham doesn't do the shot put, they win that game. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't do that shot put backward pass, they win that game hands down.
See, but everybody's talking about the kick though. That Denver should have that Sean Payton should have kicked right there around the 20-30-yard line.
Right.
It all came down to Stenham's mistake. That's where they scored their touchdown. That's where they gave the New England the ball on the 10. Yeah. It's like that was a boneheaded, and then you know why Stenham's a backup. It's like he played a great game. Throws that arching 50-yard bomb.
That was a nice bomb.
Plays a great game, and then that bonehead, just take the sack.
Yeah.
C.J.
Stroud, just take the sack.
Take the sack.
Don't happen. Yo, Clayton,
frustrating, Kenny. Pisses me off. I hate the Patriots.
I can tell you're hurting.
Dude, I don't want. Who wants to see the Patriots in another Super Bowl?
Here we go. Hey, so
I
Clayton,
know, the
Clayton,
Brady-less Patriots.
Yeah.
Clayton, who's your team,
We
bro?
weren't supposed to hear from them for a long time. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Kenny.
Who's your team, bro? Okay, I know it's the Texans.
But I said, so I'm moving. So let me explain.
Okay.
Let me explain.
I told you it was going to be
hell.
something like this.
Oh,
I told you it was
hell.
gonna be
Here we
something like
go.
this. Go ahead.
Kenny knows I'm a diehard Houston sports fan.
Yeah.
I told you that
loyal.
before.
Yeah.
Loyal to a fault.
He better
Loyal
not
to a
say
fault.
Cowboys.
I grew up watching the Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
That was my
right.
team.
Earl Campbell.
Couldn't tell me otherwise.
You're right.
They moved to Tennessee. I went with them to Tennessee because they're still the Oilers.
Okay.
To me, they're still the Oilers.
Yes.
So my team will never do anything because I happen to be a Tennessee Titans fan. Why? Because they still have the rights to the Oilers. They still wear the Oilers uniform.
Sweet
To me,
Jesus.
they're still the Oilers. So
We in the same.
it's bad, but my loyalty.
How could you not be an Oilers fan with Earl Campbell, dude? Come on. That guy was a
Yeah, I was.
We're in the same
and the run and
division.
shoot offense with Warren Moon, and I mean,
Warren Moon.
that was just a.
We in the same division, though. See,
Yeah,
now
I
look
know.
at him
I
a
get
little
it.
sideways.
Okay.
Just saying, you know what I mean? I mean,
I
we
get
did
it.
finish
Yeah,
second in the division, so it's
I
okay.
get that all the time. My brother's a Texans fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my brother's a diehard Texans fan, but I haven't really lived in Houston since the Texans were there.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I'm not that familiar with them.
As long as you didn't say the Cowboys, we good,
Do
bro.
the Tennessee Titans still really own the Oilers logo and stuff?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
And that's why
Yep,
they wouldn't give it to the Texans, I assume.
Nope.
We don't want
They
that
will not
garbage
give it to the
anyway.
I
Texans.
know it was cool.
We don't want that oil thing.
the
What is that?
Oilers.
Some oil, some
It was
tile?
an oil rig.
Yeah, we don't
It was
want that.
literally an oil rig. Remember?
Texas for you. Yo, C, man. Thanks for... Yo, bro, you want to come back tomorrow? What's up?
Absolutely. Come on, man. I'm having too much fun.
Okay,
Is this
cool.
work? Is this what you do for work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Come on,
this is what I do for some of my work. Yo, you got anything you want to share? Your podcast is going to drop here pretty soon. You got anything else you want to share? Drop your social media just in case because they are listening.
Yep. So CL Shields 22 on Instagram. That's going to be, so that's the best way to reach me. If you want to say anything, ask me any questions. I'll be dropping a podcast in March. I got a guy here. He's kind of going through something now. His sister passed away last week, but once he gets himself situated, we're going to go ahead and start shooting that. That's called the Dunk Perspective, and it's just a way to just have creative conversations about sports, about life, about current events, and really try to find ways to have people release it on us, and we'll talk about it.
Got you. That's so dope.
Hey, man, stay safe out there on the streets. You're still policing
He's
right
an
now?
admin. He's an admin.
Oh, you're admin now.
I sit in the office.
I can
most
breathe.
days. I'm never on the
I
streets
can breathe
anymore.
a little bit
So,
now.
Yeah. Then you don't have to stress. You're right. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, my guy. Kiss the
Appreciate
kids.
you,
Tell
brother.
everybody I said what's up, man. All much love.
Will
Appreciate
do.
you always.
Take
Talk
care,
to you
man.
soon, bro.
Hey,
Good talking
we'll
with you,
catch you next
Clayton.
time.
Take care.
Peace. My dude, my homie, my guy. Let's get to this caller real quick. Hold on one second. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, hey, Kenny, this is Art.
What's up, Art?
I'm fine. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. What's going on?
So I had called Jeff this morning about the Mountain West media deal, and I didn't get a chance to hear because I had to get my butt to work in Santa Fe. So I want your guys' opinion. I was telling them my thoughts were, you know what? They thought grass was greener on the other side, but they're finding out that they screwed themselves, so to speak. Pac-12 by poaching. What I was saying, from the Mountain West, you want to come crawling back, you're going to have to pay triple the money. And if you even think about living, we're going to screw you. But I would tell San Diego State and Washington State and Oregon State, go independent, have a nice day, because Pac-12 totally lied up and down on these teams that went to Mountain West. I think the Mountain West has upper hand, and I'll listen in. Thank you, brother.
Interesting.
Appreciate you, man. We're gonna take this quick. We're gonna take this quick break, and if we got some comments on it, we'll take those. We got one more segment, Eric. Thank you guys for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kalina producing, and I got Eric Strauss in here as well. You can catch him at the top of the hour over on KKOB doing his thing from 6 to 8. Yo, Eric, there's one NBA.
Tonight. Our rage tonight.
Your rage.
Yeah, our
your rage thingy.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to acknowledge this. You got me coming to the DECA competition on March 2nd, which we'll bring up again, and I'm being a judge.
Yeah. You're judging the team decision-making events.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's DECA. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of smart kids.
Association of Marketing students. They're great kids. You're going to get blown away, I'm telling you.
A lot of smart kids.
A lot of smart kids, yeah.
You obviously have been watching the NBA. After this weekend, we're going to jump into a lot more NBA. I'm even going to look up. I'm going to follow some tennis and see what happens. But the Spurs at the Thunder, Wemby playing against SGA and Hallgren and all those guys. What do you think about this game, bro?
Look, Wemby's the real deal.
Yeah, he is.
That dude can play.
Yeah, he can.
He moves. For as big as he is, that dude can play.
And he can handle the ball.
And they have some sneaky little guards around him. I like the Spurs. I don't like it. Well, look, I never really hated the Spurs. I'm not a big fan of Dallas teams in general, just because I've always hated the Dallas Cowboys, and I think everything kind of offshoots of that. But in terms of the Spurs, during the Tim Duncan era, the dynasty era, that team didn't bother me at all. Like, I liked Tim Duncan. It was hard not to like.
Mr. Fundamental, man.
Yeah.
I used to guard him.
Really?
Oh,
Was he hard to guard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable footwork, but he used to have to guard me, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you light him up?
No, I mean, it's not even a matter of lighting him up. I got mine, right? Obviously, he got his. But being able to train with the Spurs for the last, 5 years of my career, it helped me to be able to play 11 years, I think.
That's
because, that being a part of that winning culture, it's a different mindset.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's, you got to give Popovich, you got to give him his
one of
flowers.
the best coaches ever, man.
Yeah.
West Point guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, then we go to the other side of that game, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are the real deal, dude.
Yeah, they are.
They can play, man. Their defense is probably the best in the league.
Yeah.
That I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong.
They are only no, that's not what I was looking for. OKC's 40-11. They're 78% winning percentage, right?
Yeah.
So they're right there. You got the Spurs 7 game behind them, so it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. Go ahead, bro. No, go ahead, bro.
I just think their defense is really good, Oklahoma City. So
they're playing at a high level. That's why they're the NBA champs. Yep. Thank you, Kalina, so much. I appreciate your home, man.
Thank you, Kalina.
You're amazing.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Once again, thank you, Clayton Shields, for coming on. He'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. Eric, you're my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always, bro. You can catch Eric here tomorrow, too, at 5. I think I have Ed Nunez coming in at 4. But you can catch me over on KKOB after the Lobo game tonight at 11:30. I'll start Lobos Live. And you can catch me tonight at 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. over on KOB4 as well. You guys have a good night. Thank you for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal.